it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Fletcher. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires quickly. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Hits inside. It's Fletcher. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big 1st down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a 1st down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those 3rd downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that 3rd down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keep it on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
Great job by the defense there tackling the catch. If that receiver breaks a tackle, he's getting the 1st down. So nice job by the defense surrounding the ball carrier and getting him to the ground.
Not a chance. Missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
From the gun, it's Hawkins. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Gets the back moving. They want to run this quarterback. Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Gonna let it fly. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
That is such a great play by that defender, and how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
And the Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Darian Mensa to throw. Looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's Lofton. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll run this play from the pistol. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Straight ahead, it's Compton. Here's a little room there. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Hey, you could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
And the Hurricanes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. The give. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Holds on, it's Heat. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Left side is screen. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
On the ground, it's Hawkins.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
The running back has it. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the return, it's Lyle. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll ride him again. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And how about that, guys? Make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. We're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Running to the left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Mensa throws it deep. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quick give. It's Overton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Snagged in the middle. It's Fletcher. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. DB's right up on the receivers. Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Mensah to throw. Out wide left, it's Lofton. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Hurricanes! A great catch and run for 6.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll send the back in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 12 team, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it's the Fighting Irish getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. The victory caps the season there for them at 11-1, one of the best regular seasons in program history. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They make the stop, and a nifty move to pick up 9 on that one.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. Pull to the ground.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Making the adjustment. Right at the line. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He's got it. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots, shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Drops back on first down. That's reeled in. It's Brown.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to pass. He's got the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Ready? Blue 22. Blue shift. Spade root. Spade root.
Using his legs, it's Hawkins. Knocked down immediately.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davis. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Sets his feet, it's Baker. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running inside, it's Compton. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground and he gets north fast.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. On the run, it's Fletcher. Turning it on! And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. He's now up to 66 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quarterback keeper. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Throwing, Mensah. Setting up the screen. He breaks a tackle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Hits inside, it's Fletcher. Nowhere to go.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Third and 6 yards to go. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Direct snap. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
That's a huge score for this offense, and as a head coach, you love to see your team respond. Obviously, your defense gives up a field goal on the last possession to tie the game. Offense doesn't even flinch. You come out on the field, you execute, you march it down the field, score a touchdown, and you punctuate that drive, retaking the lead and putting all of the pressure back on your opponent.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back.
Break. Here we go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Second down, gonna throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. There he goes. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. tech sends the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Hokies moving quickly to the line. He's changing the play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun, it's Brown. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket and starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play, because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a little.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Motion from the back. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Selling the fake. Throws for the tight end. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Mensa. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Splits the uprights right down the middle, and that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Looking to pass. It's Baker. Finds his man down the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Moving out to the right. Got out of trouble and throws. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Hurricanes! The defense takes matters into its own hands. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Making the adjustment on the play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The fake and wants to throw. Had to force that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Looking for a man. It's Baker. Fires complete on the crosser. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Motion from the wideout. A run for the quarterback. He's got the first down. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Hokies. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looking to throw. Moving to his left. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16.
And that's what makes this guy so dynamic. Not only is he good using his legs out in the field, but down here close to the goal line, if things aren't open, he can get it in himself running it, and they do for 2 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here's Mensah to throw. In the backfield, it's Fletcher. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Second and long here. They'll go with a direct snap. Brought down. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and, man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.